Okay, this is kind of far away, isn't it? Okay, I need to move it. You know I don't know how to edit, so you're going to get all of the bloopers. Hello, everyone. It's Birdie here, the recycled hippie chick. I have to take my clippers out of my apron, or I stab myself. Don't let me forget. I'm laying them right here. Okay. I just want to have a little talk with you for a minute. You know, I was talking to a friend yesterday, and I was saying how I'm not really art journaling in the winter. I'm not really art journaling in the summer very much because I want to be outside. I'm out here all the time. And so it kind of puts pressure on me to get any art journals done. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I bring you with me outside? It's all therapy. You know, I do my art journaling for therapy. Well, I do my outside for therapy too. So why not just do a Birdie's Life or Birdie's Nest or, something? I don't even know a title that I could call these episodes, but why don't I just take you outside with me in the summertime when I'm out here doing things? And everything I do, I'm teaching myself something. I'm trying to learn from everything I do. Isn't it terrible that it's taken me to 61 years old to start wanting to learn about myself and make it different? I guess I've been wanting to do it for what? How long have I been doing this? 5 or 6 years now, or more. I don't even know. I should look back and see. But I've been wanting to find things that make me uncomfortable and work through them. Or why do I do this? Let's slow down. Let's take a breath. Let's do it a different way. I've been doing all of that with you on video through my art journaling, and I also do it outside when I'm out here. My life here on our little 2 or 3 acres, whatever we have, is a therapy center. And I just came outside. I got a tripod. Here comes Pepper. I got a tripod today for my video camera, and I brought it out here, and I thought, well, I'm going to show everybody how much I hate this potting soil that I've got in my raised beds for my gardening. So I went in to get the tripod, and I come back out, and meanwhile I see this bag of coffee grounds that I needed to put in the compost pile. And while I'm in there, I put a play shirt on because I had a good shirt on. And then I ended up getting a drink, and I took the drink to the art room, and I'm doing everything, and my tripod is still sitting out here. And then I went in the shed over here and actually turned the light on like I was going to start cleaning in there, and went and got a fan out of the art room to let it be cooling off in the shed. And I still haven't done a thing with my raised bed with the tripod that I wanted to show you. So I thought, okay, I really need to mow around the gardening area. I don't want them to see that I mow on Friday. It's Tuesday. We've had quite a bit of rain here, and I should probably be mowing here before long, but I'm in the country and I don't care. But I found myself going, you better mow so they don't see that you haven't mowed yet right here. Then I thought, no, if I want to take everyone along on my therapy journey, then they need to see the good, bad, and the ugly of how I work and what I do and how I am. Because if there's one person out there that's as scatterbrained as I am and that is trying to work through this too, then maybe I'll show them that they're not alone. Because there's a lot of times I feel like I'm alone. This friend I was talking to yesterday about doing this, she is a fraction of the scatterbrainness that I am. Just a fraction. And it makes me feel good because we have so much in common that I feel like, oh my gosh, somebody else knows what it feels like too. So I'm going to take you outside with me in the summer. And when I see a squirrel and I stop what I'm doing and go, I'm taking you with me. So you can see just how I jump from thing to thing and leave this undone and start this and leave it undone and start this. I just want you to see the good, bad, and the ugly of it and how I'm working through it. I'm not a put together person. There's one trapped inside of me, but I'm not a put together person, but I'm working on it. So if I can just get a fraction of myself put together by the time I'm gone, I'll be happy. So if you want to join me, I will title these something different so that those of you who are just interested in junk journaling can just show up for my junk journaling videos. And those of you who are interested in the rest of my scatterbrain life, then you can join in. But if you're not interested, you can skip past those with that certain title. And I'll let you know, well, I'll come up with I don't know that I'll come up with a title by the time I get this one done. I may need one of you to help me with the title, what I can call this. What would you call what I'm doing? Would you call it a series, or would you call it a chapter, a different chapter in my YouTube book? I don't know, but I need a title for it. So if any of you have any clue what I could name it, let me know. And I'm going to get up from here and I'm going to go set up and show you that yucky potting soil that I wanted to show you to begin with. And if I stop and go somewhere else, I'm going to take the camera with me so that wherever I go, I may have to set up and show you. Look where I've ended up. Because I've been in about 4 places just since I came out here and wanted to sit down and do this video. So come on and join me over at the potting soil. Hop down, buddy. And I'll just have to get up and shut it off because I won't know how to edit these out. Let's start right here. I want to show you, this is my potatoes. It's in a metal, here I have you looking onto that pole. It's in a metal water trough, okay? And you can see that my dirt in here, Pepper, don't, you're gonna knock it over. Look at this dirt. See how moist it is? You can hold it together. Pepper! You can hold it together. This is good, nice, moist soil. We've had a couple rains. I'm gonna show you the potting soil. Oh, this cat. See, you're going to see the good, bad, and the ugly. I'm going to show you this potting soil, and I'm just going to say the brand because everybody needs to know what it's like. Let's see if you can see in here. This is Miracle Grow. Can you see how dry this is? It just rained here. It just rained here this morning. And it just rained really good yesterday. And yesterday, Pepper! Yesterday I came through here. Doesn't this look like wood chips? This looks like more like mulch than it does dirt, doesn't it? Yesterday, well here, I can dig deep. I can dig down here. And it's moist, but the top inch is not. The top inch is just powder. It's just wood. Wood chips is what it looks like. I came out here yesterday and I filled... Oh, this cat is just going to be the death of me. Hold on. This is what these are. These are not. These are barrels my husband cut in half. These are mineral buckets. I have a friend who's a rancher and he feeds his cows the minerals and then he throws the tubs away. And I said, could I have some of them? So he gave me some so that I could plant my garden plants in it. So what I did was I started out putting compost out of the barn that I cleaned out when I got rid of the goats. And then I went and got some Miracle-Gro, and I got some salamander soil by Fox Farms, in which I love, but I could only afford one bag. So there's one bag scattered out amongst all of these. So it's not enough. I need to get about 3 more bags of salamander soil. Fox Farms makes an organic soil that's made out of everything from bat poo to snail poo to seaweed in it. But it holds moisture in your raised bed, like pots and stuff. It's a phenomenal product. So I need to get some more of that and mix it in. I only got this Miracle-Gro because it was on sale at Ace Hardware, and I was low on money. So yesterday I came out with a hose and I filled these tubs up to the brim and let it soak in so that they would get nice and saturated. Plus it rained, because I came out here and I noticed this tomato plant was really struggling, and I'm like, what's going on? I've done everything right. I even put Epsom salts in when I first planted them. Then I realized my dirt was just completely dry. So I filled them up and really saturated them clear down to the bottom. So that is why I don't like Miracle-Gro products. They're not doing dirt anymore. They're just shaving wood and putting it in a bag and calling it potting soil. I don't like that at all. Anyway, this is the good, bad, and the ugly of it. Look, I have weeds. This used to be, I built this frame out of cinder blocks, and I was going to build myself a hoop house or a greenhouse out of old farm windows. This is my compost tumbler, and I never did. So now I'm just doing with what I have, and I'm just using these so that I can set my mineral buckets in it, and I don't have to bend over as much to weed. But look, I have junk out here. It's not perfect, and my yard's not mowed, and but I want you guys to see that when you have issues, like, if you have a, what do you call Lyme disease? What do you call those things? What is it when you have something that gives you brain fog? What is it that we call this? Fibromyalgia, Lyme disease, all these things. What do you call them? Anyway, when you have something like that, what is that? Oh, that's a leaf. When you have something like that you never know how you're going to feel from day to day, you need to get over the weeds. You need to get over the tree suckers. You need to get over these little things that normally you probably made sure they were perfect back in the day, but now you can't. Get over it and just enjoy each day as you get it. That's what I'm learning to do. Before, I would have made sure everything is mowed around. I would have weed-eated, edged, whatever. Now, I don't. If it sits there for 2 or 3 weeks, then it sits there, because I'm just going to do things as my body has energy to do them. Is it easy? To heck no, it's not easy. But that's what therapy is. It's learning to do those things, and one day at a time. See this old tractor tire? One day it's going to have dirt in it, and I'm going to have plants in it too. But not this year. These buckets have been sitting here for 2 years. This is the first year I've got them full of dirt and planted anything in them or even around them. Look at these little peas I planted down in these crannies, and I'm going to have it running up my cattle panel here. Got some more cucumbers over there that'll soon be catching on. I ran a piece of material from a skewer stick over to my cattle panel and got my cucumber started on it. Yeah. Okay, now that's what I wanted to show you. I also want to set up and show you I'm about to add this coffee grounds to my tumbler, so I thought I would go ahead and show you that while I'm here too. So I'll get you set up, and guess what's going to be in the background? I'll show you when I get set up. Okay, this is my tumbler. I bring all my kitchen scraps out here. I bring any greenery that I weed out here. And there's full of gnats right now. I used to have a big pile out in the pasture, and we turned it with the tractor, but since I'm not gardening for people anymore, I don't have a big pile of yuckiness. So, oh my goodness. Look at the gnats. Let me show you inside of it. This is actually almost dirt. Can you see that? Boy, I've never had so many gnats before. Eggshells, everything. So, yes, here's my pile. See this pile right here? I have a pile of metal that I'm starting. This is my barn. I've got the tarp over the door right now. I have a pile of metal starting so that my husband can put it on his metal trailer, in which he has loaned out to a friend right now. So it just has to sit here and drive me crazy until the metal trailer comes back and we can put the scrap metal on it to take it to the recycle. Whenever I go to our grocery store, it has a Starbucks inside. And they always have grounds for your garden. And they save all their used coffee grounds, and they let people take them for free. They're in like a little trash can basket right in front of their counter. And I always get them and either put them in my composter here, and a lot of times I'll save the, let me show you. When they throw away their coffee grounds, they throw away their coffee filters. So sometimes I'll rinse these off and hang them up to dry and use them in my art journals. But right now, I've got so many of them. I've got an entire 50 pound goat food bag full of them. And I will never use that many in my life. So they're going in my compost bin, and we're going to water it. I water it because I like to keep it moist. The more you keep it moist, the quicker that it'll decompose. I would say in about 3 weeks to a month, I can usually have usable dirt. Now I'm going to turn you, and I'm going to go ahead while we have the hose running. Go ahead and top these off again. Well, hi, Mr. Lizard. Oh, let's see if we can get him. Let me see if I can find him so I can show you. Nope. He's already gone down into one of these cinder blocks. It was a little lizard. So I'm going to go ahead and water these. Even though it's overcast today, I don't trust that. Because sometimes they say it's going to rain and then it doesn't, and then everything dries out. And this year I'm really trying to keep my moisture content a little more leveled out. I've been watching some videos on tomatoes, and they were telling about some of the myths that gardeners have, like pinching the suckers off of the plants, that you need to pinch the suckers off, and they said that's just simply not true. You can pinch the suckers off and it'll make things come on faster, but you'll have fewer fruit. And then if you don't pinch the suckers off, you'll have more fruit, but it'll take longer. So I'm not going to pinch my suckers off anymore. I'm just going to let them grow. Matter of fact, I pinched them off before I watched that video, and I'm standing here looking, and they're right back on already. So I'm going to leave them. Do you guys know what I'm saying when I say the suckers? Or would you like me to show you? Hi, Mr. Lizard. Oh, I love it. Okay. I have one lone poppy here that has shown up. See if I can do this without knocking you guys over. Whenever I garden for other people, I would bring home their debris and put it on my compost pile. So the next, year or whenever we stir it and it's turned into dirt and then I use it for my own gardening, you never know what's liable to come up in your dirt because of, seeds or old plant material or whatever you've put in your compost. Some seeds can sit dormant for years and then deep in a compost pile, and then when you stir it and unearth it and put it out here like in a shallow area, then those seeds can regerminate and start. So yeah, at some point somebody's had a poppy and now I do. And I'm happy. I love them. And whatever comes up, I let it grow wherever it's at. I don't dare try to move it because then it doesn't always work out well for me. This log right here needs to go on the burn pile, but guess what? I haven't got it there yet. It's heavy, and I keep waiting till husband has his forklift or something out, and then I wanted to come over here, but I haven't got that done yet. So until then, I'm going to go shut my water off. Until then, I have a log in the way. You were supposed to remind me I laid my clippers down. I have this sandbag that I had in the shed. I started cleaning out the shed yesterday, and I have this sandbag that I found in there. And I'm going to cut a hole in it and put some sand around each one of these, because that'll also help with some water retention. So let's do that. Now, a little bit of therapy, something I have to remember. Is I'm out here playing and I have issues with body pain, so guess what I have to remember to do? I have to remember not to overdo it. I have to stop at a decent time, whether I'm tired or not, and I have to go in. Otherwise, I really pay for it tonight. Once I'm out here and I'm going, I feel pretty good. But then, like my mom used to say, move it or use it or lose it. So, once I go in the house and sit down and get back up again, then I can't hardly walk. Or the next day, I can't hardly move, and I call that a crash day, and I just kind of have to hang out in the house. So we can play for a little bit, but not very long. very much sand. Let me go wash my hands off. Okay, I want to show you something while I'm seeing it. Let me flip you around. See where the water's coming out of the bottom of my pots? See how brown it is? I call that God's tea. Because in the bottom of these, I have layers. I have straw and hay, I have dirt, I have leaves, it's a lasagna method. I have goat manure, I have Miracle Grow, I have salamander soil. When the water goes through all that and brews and comes out the bottom as a tea, that is some wonderful fertilizer. Too bad we can't somehow catch that and use it again, because my plants are only using about the top 6 inches of this dirt. The rest of that stuff underneath I just put down there for filler, so I wouldn't have to buy so much potting soil. We're going to the trash can. I'm not even looking at the right area, I know. We're going to the trash can to throw this stuff away. You can take a bucket and you can put that stuff in a bucket. Old weeds, straw, manure if you live on a farm. Leaves are wonderful. Did you know leaves are perfect 10-10-10 fertilizer? You can fill that bucket up with water and let it sit. I don't know. I would let it sit a week or two. And then strain it off into your watering cans and use it for to water your plants with, and you're fertilizing them. It's free. Why on earth would anybody go buy plant fertilizer for their pots and stuff when they could use the debris that they've cleaned out of their yard to make their own for free? Doesn't make sense to me, but that's just my frugalness coming through. I'm going to put this stuff in the trash dumpster and then I'll be right back. Okay, let's head to the shed. I was cleaning out my shed. Nope. Yeah, nope. Let's grab this bucket and head to the front yard. I had started weeding the other day and didn't pick up my mess off of the sidewalk. So I want to go, nope. Yep. See how my brain works? I go, well, I've got a lot out there. I probably ought to drive the garden tractor around. No, I can pick up the easy stuff and get the big stuff that needs the tractor later, because I don't want it just laying on the sidewalk. And I've been saying I'm going to get the garden tractor for several days now, and I haven't. So let's just get the easy piles, and then we'll get the bigger ones later. Pile, 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 pile. See what I do? I come out here, oh, let's trim these roses. And then I leave my debris lay below the rose bush. Aren't they pretty? This whole front flower bed I'm killing off. This used to be flower bed over there. Flower bed. Flower bed all across the front here. And I'm killing it all off because I cannot take care of it anymore. So I have a few things I've left. I want to transplant some of that snow on the mountain before I kill it off. I want to transplant some of these Shasta daisies before I kill them off. I want to transplant those daylilies. And I want to transplant that moneywort. And then I can go ahead and just completely kill it off, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. This is my options. I could do this. See all of this monkey grass, this liriope across the front yard here. See this dead on this side of the sidewalk, monkey grass on this side. But this monkey grass, I planted one little strip along the edge 20 years ago, and it has spread out, and I've let it, because look, no weeds. So I've just let it go. But do I want to wait 20 more years for it to fill in this bed over here? Or do I want to just pick plugs and plugs and plugs and put it all over? Try to keep the weeds. Oh, that sounds like a lot. I could plug it and try to keep the weeds out from around it till it spreads out. But that's just so much work that I don't have. I can't put mulch in here, and this is why. We are in such a termite-prone area that when I put anything on the ground, like mulch, this has had mulch in it before, and when I would come out and lift a piece of mulch up to move it to plant another plant in there, there would be termites just eating the mulch. Cypress mulch, cedar mulch. Don't let them tell you that termites won't eat it, unless they're selling it as cedar mulch and it's really not. Could be scrap. So I don't put anything wood on the ground around here. I guess I could get gravel, but that's expensive. You know, I try to do everything free or cheap. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it yet. Spray it and let it look ugly for a while until I decide what's best to do. But I'm going to pick these piles up. And if I knew how to fast forward, I would fast forward and let you just watch me to some music or something. But I don't. So I'll pick it up and I think we'll call it a day. Okay, we're gonna have to go around and get the little garden tractor, because I don't want to have to pick up those rose branches and carry it clear around to the burn pile. So let's go ahead and go back and get that and come around and pick them up, and then we'll call it a day. I'm not going to get to my shed, am I? I've already worked in the art room today, so this isn't just my first, attempt. I've worked in the art room, packaged an order from Etsy, taken it into the post office, and then I have gone to Walmart and got a few little things I needed from the grocery store. And then I have also, first thing this morning about 6:30, I baked some mulberry turnovers for granddaughter Rosie, because she picked a bunch of mulberries at my house yesterday and wanted a pie. And then changed her mind and wanted turnovers. So I baked turnovers, and now I have got this wild hair to take you guys along with me. And now I'm out walking to get the tractor. It's fun though. I absolutely love it. I just wish my body would hold up better. Okay. This is my tractor. This is my little setup. I put this old mailbox back here, and I put some tools in it. And then I put things in here that I need, like these two items need to go to the shop, and then there's some wire there that needs to go onto the metal trailer. So this is my little garden trailer I drag around. Go to the front yard. Maybe one day I'll be able to look back on these videos and say, wow, look how good I've gotten at this. Look where I started. I don't have my claws. Oh, shoot. I don't have my claws. Well, I'm going to try to pick it up without them. I'll use my schwooks to pick them up. One little piece at a time. Hi, Quincy. Hi, Quincy. Whoops, I'm sorry. What happened? Did I step on you? I'm sorry. Did you get sicker? Did you step on a rose bush? I'm sorry. Okay, we'll take out what we have to take out at the shop. We'll leave that here for husband to take care of. Merry Christmas. This video may never get published. Okay. Merry Christmas again. Next stop, metal trailer, pile. No, let's make it the burn pile. Okay, all of that because I didn't want to get my claws to carry those rose bushes. This is my potato chip truck. When I tell you I go clean out an estate sale, that's what I go pick it all up. It's plumb full right now with an estate sale that I have not unloaded yet. When's that going to happen? I don't know. I just don't know. There we go. Now, I think I'm going to go in and have a coffee and call it a day. You know what I might just do? I might just start each one of my videos from right here in this chair. Oh, don't jump on my clippers. Remember, I'm going to lay my clippers right here. So, those of you who have a chronic illness, arthritis, back trouble, whatever it is, just do what you can as you can. Those of you who have a chronic illness and still have to work a full-time job, God bless you, because I can't do it. I can work 30 minutes to an hour here and there and then stop and go in and rest, and I feel terrible, and I'm working through the guilt of not being able to stay out here and get everything done. My husband doesn't care. We live in the country. Nobody cares but me. So I need to work on those feelings inside of me. I need to learn to get over the guilt and to start just enjoying it. Enjoy what I'm doing. Enjoy the bird song. Enjoy that my dogs can run loose without being in a pen or on a chain. Enjoy everything around me instead of thinking, oh, you should have done more, or you should have picked that up, or you never got your shed done, or whatever. Those are things that are the hardest things for me mentally to get out of my head and just enjoy it. Janet Nash has been such an inspiration to me to watch her see the positivity in everything. And I honestly think some people it just comes naturally for. Some people I think maybe are just naturally positive people, and some people are just naturally negative. Because this is the hardest struggle I've ever had, is to get past the negative. Pull back the rain and see the rainbow. That's been the hardest thing for me. So, if I can piece all this together and make sense of it, I'll publish it. If I can't, I had fun driving around on the tractor with a tripod in my hand. So, until the next time, for whatever the name of this chapter is, bye-bye from Birdie.